What's up with you guys? It is your boy West Coast. So, the Dallas Cowboys had an offensive explosion versus the Indianapolis Colts, putting out 7 touchdowns. You had Tony Pollard get 2 touchdowns. You had Ezekiel Elliott get a touchdown. You had Malik Davis get a touchdown. You had Michael Gallup get 2 touchdowns. And then you had C.D. Lamb get a touchdown too. The Dallas Cowboys absolutely exploded on the Colts, man. And in this video, man, I just wanted to kind of go over the 7 touchdowns, not necessarily explain them, but kind of just let you guys know what happened on these touchdowns, man, because I think that any time where the Dallas Cowboys are able to put 50+ points on a team, I think it's uber important for us to take a look at and find out exactly what happened. So on this first touchdown, man, I ain't gonna lie, I really liked this one right here, man, because it's my boy C.D. Lamb, man. I think a lot of people have been, I ain't gonna lie, I was one of the first people that said it. C.D. Lamb is not a number 1 receiver. But I think a lot of people mistaken what I said when I said he's not a number 1 receiver, because I always said this word afterwards. I always said this word, yet. He is not a number 1 receiver yet. But I'm going to tell you this right now. C.D. Lamb has been doing things. He has been doing things each and every game that has been proof that he is a number 1 receiver and that he is a number 1 receiver in the making. Because my guy, listen to me, C.D. Lamb has just been making just ridiculous catches. And this play right here is a kind of an indicative of one of the plays that he's made. So on this play right here, what you're going to see is C.D. Lamb come across the formation. The one thing I love about this is Kellen Moore understands that Dak Prescott needs to understand where if he's in man coverage or he's in zone. So if you guys see at the beginning of the play, they actually bring C.D. Lamb across the formation, get him on the other side. The cornerback does not travel with C.D. Lamb, so he knows that he's in some type of zone right now. So he's going to run a little crosser route across the middle. The one thing I love about this right here, C.D. Lamb is smart enough to know that I am not down. He is cognizant of the know. He's cognizant to know in his mind that he is not down and that none of his body has actually physically touched the ground, and he's smart enough to keep running. The funny thing about it is, if you watch the play, everybody on the Colts, even the guy who tackled him, didn't even know. Look, he just kind of stands. He's just sitting there along the front like, what am I doing? Everybody else is not paying attention. That is C.D. Lamb making a pro move in a big game, and it worked out for the Dallas Cowboys. Absolutely, C.D. Lamb, great job on doing something that, I'm going to be honest with you, what he did right there, that's something that Dez would do. That's something that Michael Irvin would do. That is an 88 moment, and he had that. All right, this next touchdown. I like this one too right here. Why? Because this shows the pound game. You know what I'm saying? The pound game. And y'all know West Coast love the pound game. What is the pound game? The pound game is that running game. Now, I like this touchdown right here. One of the reason why I like this touchdown right here is because same before, they use the motion, they move the motion to pull the running back on the opposite side so they can know what these linebackers are doing. Then, you know what they do? They push it right between Tyler Smith and Connor McGovern. I'm going to tell y'all this right here. Connor McGovern had himself a great game, man. Like, look at this. Like, well, between him and Tyler Smith, they did their job. But Connor McGovern definitely gets a helmet sticker on this play right here, because look what he does to this linebacker, man. Look what he does to this linebacker. Up, gets him on the outside, creates a great lane for Tony Pollard. I'm going to tell you this right now, no matter where Tony Pollard is on the field, as long as he's running through holes like this, bro, he could have been on the 3-yard line of the opposing team. And guess what? That's just going to be a 97-yard touchdown because nobody's touching him. Salute to the Dallas Cowboys offensive line for doing their job on that one. All right, so this next play, still in the red zone, This is Tony Pollard's, this is Michael Gallup's. This was Michael Gallup's touchdown. Now, same type of deal. Not nothing real electric about this play right here. Same type of deal. Kellen Moore uses the same concept. Brings C.D. Lamb across the formation again. Why is he doing that? Because he's trying to find out for his quarterback, are they in man coverage? Are they in zone coverage? Well, guess what? Michael Gallup comes across. Same thing again. Crossing route. He comes across. I'm gonna tell you this though. I honestly don't think this was a crossing route, because if you go back, I gotta correct myself. I don't think this was a crossing route. I think this was actually a curl, because he actually does the curl right here. And if you can look, Michael Gallup's looking dead at Dak Prescott. But Michael Gallup, knowing Dak Prescott, knowing him, he's playing with this dude for 4 years, so he knows his quarterback. What does Michael Gallup do? He stops, then he rolls with Dak. As he sees Dak moving, he moves. And guess what? Dak Prescott hits him, and then this is where you just see Michael Gallup just being the $60 million receiver that you paid him. He tucks his head, turns himself into a running back, and pow drives himself into the end zone. This is a great effort play from Michael Gallup. Like, these guys are making efforts. These guys are understanding, because look at this right here. Boom. You would think, man, there's 3 Colts around him. You would think that he gets stopped right there. But Michael Gallup doesn't. What does he do? He bow that head down and goes straight into the end zone. Love that. All right, so this is Michael Gallup's second touchdown. And you know what I like about this play right here is because everybody says that Dak Prescott, well, not everybody, the idiots in the world say Dak Prescott can't read defenses. Well, he read defenses pretty well right here. Dak Prescott knows that the Colts are sold out to stop the run. They got 9 men in the box. They're in a cover 3. They have 1 single safety. So you know what Dak Prescott also knows? Dak Prescott also knows that Michael Gallup and his corner, his wide receivers are going to have single coverage across the board. Why? Because there's only 11 people on the field. And you know what he does? He takes his shot and he throws a dime. This is what we call a Dilfer dime to Michael Gallup, and Michael Gallup just comes up with a nice pass. He has one-on-one with the corner. It's kind of like what Tony Romo said about Dez. If Dez Bryant has one-on-one with a corner, you're getting the ball. Well, guess what? Same philosophy. If Michael Gallup has one-on-one with a corner in the NFL, you're getting the ball. Why? Because he is a high-point receiver who is able to go up there and get the ball, man, and that's exactly what he does on this play. Salute to Michael Gallup for getting the job done, and salute to Dak Prescott for reading the play and getting it taken care of. 6. All right, this next play is defense. This is where you see your defense kind of getting involved in the game. Now, shout out to my boy Malik Hooker, man. The ball got squeaked out, and my guy got on the ball and ran and went and got that thing. Now, I told you guys at the beginning of this game this was going to be offensive touchdowns, but I had to slide that defensive guy. I had to slide that in there. Why? Because it was a score, man, and my boy did his thing, man. But I just liked that this play right here because it just shows the awareness of the entire team. Like, everybody wants to get some. All right, now this next play right here, you guys already know I love this because we back to the pound game. Ezekiel Elliott gets his touchdown of the day. I'm going to tell you this right here. My boy Ezekiel Elliott, you know, one of the best running backs in the league at putting his head down and plowing that thing. As you guys can see, the hole wasn't nearly as big as he would have liked it, but guess what Ezekiel Elliott does? He gets small and squeezes himself in there and gets himself for a touchdown. This was a great play right here. I mean, I'm going to tell you this right here, man. You know, when you're in this situation, the defensive line, they know what you're going to do, man. They know we're about to run the ball to Ezekiel Elliott. So I'm going to tell you this right here. Even though this play looks fairly easy, this is actually a hard play. Why? Because Zeke knows that they know that he's running the football. Why? Because we didn't really do any type of checks, anything before that. And guess what? They get down. They understand that. And actually, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. For the most part, the Colts defensive line plays it fairly well. And guess what? My boy Zeke is still able to get in the end zone. Salute to my boy. Salute to this offensive line who was just pushing guys out the way all day, too. Just flat out pushing out people out the way. This is the last touchdown of the game. Had to throw this in there. Why? Because my boy Malik Davis, man, this is a guy I've been talking about for a long time out of Florida University. I told you guys at the beginning of this game that my hope is that the Cowboys blew this team out so that they could get him on the field and give him some opportunities to show what he's able to do. The Dallas Cowboys actually have 3 really good runners of the football between Tony Pollard, Ezekiel Elliott, and Malik Davis. Malik Davis, a guy who has actually shown spurts of this throughout the season. Remember, this was actually his second touchdown because his first touchdown got taken away because of a penalty, of a holding call. So Malik Davis is a guy who has actually, when he's given his opportunities, has been balling. And the Dallas Cowboys gave him his and I love the fact that the Dallas Cowboys rewarded him on this play and got him a touchdown. Hey, guys, every single week I'm going to come to you guys and I'm going to do a video on the touchdowns and the scoring opportunities. Why? Because I think it's important that we always take advantage and look at these opportunities to see where we can get better and where we can score more points, because that's the goal of football. If you guys like this content, if you like these types of things from West Coast Cowboy, let me know in the comment box and I'll make sure I do some more of it. But more importantly, you guys already know what it is. Never look down because the star's up. Peace.